Hey phone dogs, Bo HD here, and I picked up the Samsung Galaxy Tab S2. I went to Best Buy with the intention of buying a Tab S2 tablet to review for you all, but I wasn't totally sold. I actually demoed that beforehand, and I asked you all on Twitter which colors I should pick, gold, black, or white, if I were to buy the Tab S2. But long story short, I left with both the gold 8-inch Tab S2 and the black 9.7-inch Tab S2, both with Wi-Fi and both with 32 gigabytes of internal storage. The tablet you see here is the 8-inch model. I will have the 9.7-inch unboxing first impressions video up very soon, so hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for that. With that said, let's go ahead and use our Bo HD official unboxing knife to slice off both pieces of tape holding this box together. We can slide off the top and we'll see the 8-inch Tab S2 sitting right on top, which I will set off to the side for now. But I will say this is an incredibly thin device. Underneath the Tab S2, we have a SIM card removal tool, which in this case will be used to eject the micro SD card slot. There is a user manual to help set up the device, get it started, and just get it up and running. We have a standard micro USB charging cable here and a US wall wart for charging, of course, and that is all that is included in the box. But let's take a look back at the Tab S2 and unwrap it from the protective cloth blanket. First of all, yes, this tablet is very thin and lightweight. It actually only measures in at 5.6 millimeters thick, and it weighs 265 grams. Now, I did go with the gold variant, but the gold is very subtle. It almost looks light brown or silver in certain lighting conditions. It definitely doesn't have that very flashy appearance to it that gold traditionally does have. Taking a look around the device though, we will find nothing on the left-hand side. There is a power sleep on-off button and volume rocker on the right-hand side above the micro SD card slot for expandable storage. Nothing is up top, but we do have dual speakers, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a micro USB charging port. The front is home to a 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera sensor, an impressive 8-inch Super AMOLED display with a 2048 by 1536 resolution, as it features a 4:3 aspect ratio. More on the display coming very soon. You will also find the traditional Samsung home button, as well as the multi-view and back capacitive touch navigation buttons. The home button does feature a fingerprint scanner, which is pretty neat for a tablet. Nothing new here, but certainly very useful. And I found that the home button is actually a lot more clicky and audible than the home button found on the Note 5 or Galaxy S6. It makes a pretty apparent loud clicking noise every time I press it. I'm kind of hoping it just needs to be worn in a little bit because it is fairly loud for a home button. I never thought I'd be saying that, but it's true. The back of the 8-inch S2 features an 8-megapixel camera sensor with a pretty large f1.9 aperture to help capture more bright and clear images. We'll see about that. This is a tablet after all. There are also some connectors here for third-party accessories, but the back cover itself is plastic, so it's not crafted with a unibody aluminum, so it feels a little bit cheap as you can't really feel the cold metal on all of your fingers. However, Samsung did put metal around the frame of the device, which is where it really matters. If you're going to put metal on one area of the device, it should be the frame. Two of the metal sides actually overlap onto the plastic back cover a little bit, which is pretty nice. Now, the Tab S2 features a Super AMOLED display that measures in at 8 inches, and it features a 2048 by 1536 resolution. It's not every day you see a tablet with a large AMOLED display, so it's kind of a treat. At 320 pixels per inch, it does look really good. The viewing angles are great, the colors and the vibrancy are excellent. It looks very promising. I can tell I'm going to have a lot of fun using this tablet on a daily basis. Since I've been using the Nexus 9 as my main Android tablet, I am adjusted to the 4.3-inch aspect ratio. I don't really have too much of a problem with it as I browse the web more than I watch movies or videos. The Tab S2 also features two quad-core processors. We have an Exynos 5433 octa-core processor with two quad-core processors. We have a 1.9 gigahertz processor and 1.3 gigahertz quad-core processor with 3 gigabytes of RAM. So not the most top-of-the-line specs, but certainly high-end. The device is extremely fast just navigating the OS and opening and closing apps. TouchWiz is running on top of Android 5.1.1 Lollipop. Now, I might install the Google Now launcher, but I am pretty impressed with just how fluid the TouchWiz launcher is out of the box. We have Flipboard to the left, and there are some pre-installed bloatware apps that could be useful. We have Microsoft Office apps, so Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Skype, and OneDrive. You can't uninstall these apps, but you can disable them. Now the fingerprint sensor appears to work well, however it is a little bit awkward to use on such a large device. Not as easy to use as on the Note 5 for example, but I am glad it's here. I would like to be able to double press the home button to open the camera app, but for some reason it's not available on the Tab S2 and I'm not really sure why. It could be because I shouldn't be taking pictures on a tablet, but Samsung is kind of touting their camera on here, so I should be able to activate the camera app by double pressing the home button, like on many of the other recent Samsung devices. As I have more time to investigate and use this tablet, I'll report back to you. The 9.7-inch Tab S2 unboxing and first impressions video is coming very soon, and I should have some comparisons coming to your sub boxes soon as well, so stay tuned for that. As always guys, thanks for watching. I'm BoHD from PhoneDog.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.